Today's weather is sponsored by Expressway Car Wash, Lube, and Deli with 2 locations in Paducah, Kentucky. If you'd like to receive text messages, make sure you go to bodotssonweather.com or weathertalk.com. And if you choose the third text option, the social media updates, I will send you the winter weather updates along with the blog updates and Facebook updates on severe weather or winter storm days. There's also 3 other text options on the page, and you can see those once you get there. Good evening, I'm meteorologist Bo Dotson. It's January 4th, 2017. We've got a little light snow event that might impact portions of the region on Thursday, late tonight into Thursday. Take a look at radar right now. You can see some light snow coming across Nebraska, northern Kansas into northwest Missouri. Now this snow will continue to move southeast and east through the night, and later tonight into the morning hours. We'll start seeing some snow over our northern counties, light snow, but it will be cold with temperatures in the upper teens and lower 20s. Whatever does fall will stick. Best chance of accumulation tonight from around St. Louis to maybe Randolph County, Illinois, over towards Mount Vernon and then eastward north and then northwest. Later tomorrow, we may have a second piece of energy move across southern Missouri that might bring a little bit of snow to extreme Illinois, West Kentucky, and Tennessee. If we don't get that second system, then I doubt much snow falls in this area here. Turn on the National Weather Service advisories, and you can see winter weather advisories cover a pretty large area from Nebraska, Kansas into Missouri, Illinois, much of southern Indiana, most of the state of Kentucky except for western Kentucky, and then down into parts of Tennessee as well. What's supposed to happen here is this current system you're seeing on radar will move across this area and bring some snow with cold road temperatures, some hazardous driving conditions. And then tomorrow, the Louisville National Weather Service office and the Nashville office at least thinks that the snow will spread southward as well. We'll just have to see what happens back here. There's some question marks there. The Weather Service has not, as of this recording, issued any advisories for this area here. Confidence just is not all that high about the second piece of the system bringing any measurable snow to far Illinois, southeast Missouri, West Kentucky. Now that may change tomorrow morning as you take a look at radar and satellite data and see how everything is trending, but for now the winter weather advisories cover these areas in purple. Okay, let's take a look at some high resolution data that's just come in over the last couple of hours. This is one reason I'm just not confident enough to do a milk and cookies with Bo. I usually reserve those for a little more significant event than this. So let me walk you through the Futurecast radar. And this, again, this is brand new data, just hot off the presses. This is Futurecast radar, what radar might look like as we move through the night. We'll look here at 11 o'clock. Now radar may show snow falling for a little while, and there's dry air at the surface, might eat into that a little bit. That happens during the winter months. It can look like it's snowing on radar, but it's not snowing at your location. So we'll have to see how fast this actually reaches the ground. We'll continue to move through the night here, 12 a.m., 1 a.m., 2 a.m. Now you see snow all the way down into Tennessee, but again, remember, there's a lot of dry air down here. A lot of this may not be reaching the ground, and I'll show you the actual snowfall totals in a minute. You'll see what I mean. Don't get overly excited about all this blue showing up, which represents snow. We'll move through the morning hours, 4 a.m., 5 a.m., 6 a.m., 7 a.m., and we see this second batch. And again, this second batch is what many of us are watching, that confidence isn't all that great about what happens with this second batch. But keep an eye on it. Whatever falls will stick, of course, because it's going to be cold. Let's move through the morning hours, 8 a.m., 9 a.m., 10 a.m., 11 a.m., and then the second round develops in Missouri. Now this is what I mentioned in the previous video. This is your second round of snow. Certainly could bring some accumulating snow to the area. Confidence is not all that high on how this plays out with the second batch, but let's keep moving forward. 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. You see the second area has moved over our area. A little bit of snow showers back here into this area as well. And we'll move through the afternoon and evening, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, all the snow moving out. Some snow flurries, some snow showers left. 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock on Thursday night. And there's 11 o'clock on Thursday night. And then we move into Friday morning. Still some snow showers showing up on the high-res data. Okay, now let's take a look at snowfall totals And you'll see what I mean about how some of this isn't reaching the ground. So let's just go ahead and move into the 6 a.m. time frame. 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. Remember earlier the radar showed all this blue down here, snow falling. Look how much fell. Nothing, flurries, maybe a little more than that. But it took a while for the atmosphere to moisten up because of all that dry air. That eats into your snow totals. So we'll move through the morning hours and watch to the west there. Stop here at the lunch hour. At that point, this particular model shows a 1/2 inch in Mount Vernon, 1.5 inches over parts of the St. Louis area, maybe a dusting over parts of southeast Missouri, Illinois. Not a lot. I mean, this is a weak event. Keep that in mind. So we'll move through Thursday afternoon, and that second band of snow develops to the west and moves in. We'll stop here at the dinner hour, 6 o'clock. Now you've got 2.5 inches in St. Louis, an inch or two in Mount Vernon, a little more than 1/2 inch in Carbondale, same for Evansville, Potosi, 1 to 2 inches, and then we just have a skiff of snow in this area. We'll take a look at the regular NAM guidance. Now again, this is not showing a big event. This is a small event for our area. It's not going to accumulate all that much. Areas from Columbia, Missouri, St. Louis, Mount Vernon, northward, 1, 2, 3 inches of snow, isolated higher totals perhaps. And then south of there really comes down to this second system tomorrow morning into tomorrow afternoon. If it doesn't develop, then no more than a dusting, some snow in the air across much of this area, Illinois, West Kentucky. If that second round does develop in the morning and afternoon, then we could get a dusting 1/2 inch, maybe an inch or two of snow across this area as well. Further south you go, the less and less chance for accumulating snow. Keep that in mind. I would not get overly excited about this event. If you love snow, maybe you'll be lucky and it will overperform and this second batch will be more than anticipated. For you that do not like snow at this time, odds favor you not receiving a lot of snow. Road temperatures will be cold, so once again, it doesn't really matter how much falls. If you have a dusting on an untreated road, it's still going to be slick. If you have 2 or 3 inches, it's going to be slick. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at the probabilities for forecasts. Of course, for years, I've used a probability-based forecast. I give you the over, I give you the under, and I give you the probabilities for that happening. If you're in the red zone here, this is the highest confidence level for measurable snow, 1 to 3 inches. I did add this area down here. We'll see how that goes. The blue area, not as confident, maybe a dusting, maybe an inch or two. This hinges on a second round later in the morning hours on Thursday and in the afternoon. This area down here, Poplar Bluff, Mayfield, Murray, maybe a dusting up to an inch. It is possible that some of you don't see any measurable snow. Again, this hinges on that second part of the system on late Thursday morning and Thursday afternoon. Here's the probabilities. If you're in the red zone, a 90% chance of 1 to 2 inches of snow, a 60% chance of 2 to 4 inches of snow, and a 20% chance of 4 to 6 inches of snow. If you're in the blue zone, 60% chance of 1 to 2 inches of snow, 30% chance of 2 to 4 inches of snow, and only a 10% chance of greater than that. And finally, that last zone, 30% chance of 1 to 2 inches, a 10% chance of 2 to 4 inches. It goes down from there. You can back up the video. You can find your zone, your city, and match it up with the red, the blue, and finally the no color or yellow, however it appears on your screen.